Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Alkcast. Today I'm joined by someone I met not too long ago, BlueJayZ. Welcome in.
Howdy, howdy.
And as you can see, this time around, I actually ended up doing something different for the overlay. Basically, I ended up actually getting what... I don't even know what to call this. Like what we did for the overlay. In my OBS, I just have it under VTuber box. Just because I couldn't think of any original name for it, I just decided to go with, you know what, it works. It's basically the best I'm gonna get with it. But yeah, we got that this time around.
So what makes you bring me on in there, friend?
Yeah, so first off, how I always start off all these streams, it's kind of an explanation of how we met. And that's, I mean, how did we meet initially?
We met originally in Super Animal Royale.
Yeah.
And it just kind of evolved from there. We tuned into each other's streams, and it's just, oh, hey.
Yeah, but I'm shy. Originally, what it was that I was in Fox's chat at the time. You said you were doing a tournament. I said, hey, him. I was like...
Yeah, I was going to, but then all this drama started towards me, and then it's like, well, do I still want to do it, or can I even do it? Is the question.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was interested in doing that, and then after that, we just actually started to talk more, like in game and stuff. And then the first time you were in my chat, we ended up doing duos together on a whim. And you could even tell by my reaction at the time. You could tell how shocked I was, like, by it.
What, that we were winning?
No, I was just playing with you in general. Like, it was...
Of course, I'm not going to deny that to anybody.
Yeah, I remember I wasn't even the one that was mainly requesting. I remember it was everyone in chat that was like, that wanted us to do duos, mainly. Which I definitely thought was pretty interesting, per se. Especially considering, I remember the two people in my chat, and I know them both personally, and henceforth banned one of them because of reasons, but... yeah, it's definitely been interesting from there. Otherwise, yeah. If you have any kind of stream stories, like I said before this, go ahead, share them now, I guess.
I guess one I would say was the one that I did yesterday, which was I had a Josh fight live on stream.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So Zito came into I was just doing Tsar with some of my friends, just in the Tsar Vibe 2 server, and Zito joins the call, just saying, guys, the Tsar Josh fight's going on. Like, I have Matt on Steam. I can see his name's changing to like Josh, but on vacation. And I'm looking at that. Just, oh, okay, yeah. He comes in, starts screen sharing, just like, guys, it's going down. I didn't even join. I was just doing, I think it was squats at the time with some of the people there. He then, like, he's just coming in, he's smiling, and laughing so much about it, and
Yeah,
it looked like great fun yesterday.
Because he was accompanied by his friend, and long story short, I guess his name actually is, I think, Josh, and he was making fun of, like, you gotta change your name Nick now, and I'm like, well, he could redeem his name because I did a voice changer, and then I was doing epic announcer with background music. It was such a fun time.
Oh. That's amazing. Yeah.
Oh, it was.
I probably should have, like, I should have gotten in there, honestly. I just didn't for some reason. That's incredible. But otherwise from that, let's talk about some other stream stuff. Like, I think it was last week or so, the BlueJayZ thing.
Uh-oh.
Do you have any explanation for whatever that mess was?
Yes. So, I don't know why I started either. All I know is my followers just came out of nowhere, was just like, you should put on the maid outfit and Tsar. I'm like, no. And then they kept begging me. I'm like, fine, I do it. They liked it. And then they're like, oh, yes, a new creation has been birthed. BlueJayZ or whatever. I'm like, why? No. They're like, yes, you are a femboy now. I'm like, what?
To quote Mara in chat, it was art, apparently. I mean, I remember, like, I was just ending up stream, and then I saw the picture that I took in Memorial Hall that you took on the Vibe server again. I saw that, and then just, or no, it wasn't it was that moment. It just wasn't the picture initially. I saw that, and you could see me in the chat. I thought I got myself in a message. This is worse. Like, my chat hasn't pressured me into doing too many things. I mean, maybe drowning me once or twice, but that happens sometimes when you basically have channel point options to drink water. It's reality. And I mean, it has only happened twice. And then that same viewer proceeds to gamble all of his points away, but I definitely didn't lose anything in that last night. No.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot he even had that feature. I think it's with Streamlabs chatbot. Yeah, I think it is. Streamlabs chatbot. And he just reminded me that I had it, and then I gambled away everything.
Yeah, then I did the same thing. Don't like anybody, not even its own creator. Yeah, no.
That's just evidence. System's not rigged right there.
I sent you something that they sent to me, by the way, about this. Dude, like, what do I do?
You gotta commit to the bit. What do you mean, what do you do?
What do I do? Like, they sent me that with no fucking context. It's like, go as this. I'm like, oh, what?
You gotta commit to the bit. If you're getting sent full fan art, you gotta just go for it.
I don't know.
It looks good too. It looks amazing.
I don't know. You're a femboy. Put on the maid outfit. You're putting on the maid outfit. Like,
I mean,
do a face reveal. You are a femboy. Get an IRL maid outfit. I'm like, no.
Oh.
Like, the most I can do for you all is get the VTuber model with a side cosmetic. That's the maid outfit, which will be redeemable if it's unlocked. But it's like, no, not IRL.
I'll counter this. If you end up doing that at some point, if I somehow manage to get my hands on a maid outfit, we can try to do that together.
No.
Come on, let's just make it double cursed, like just even more cursed. All right, like our streams aren't cursed enough already.
Let's just purposely grow a freaking beard just to make it work.
That's gonna be even better. The more cursed, the better.
The more cursed it is, yeah, the better.
And more. This isn't a challenge. This is a straight up offer. I am willing to put that in there. I'm taking off the signature alkaline mix jacket, even though I've taken it off like 3 times, and I haven't been wearing it as much anyways. But I'm taking it off. I'll put on the outfit if I ever actually get the outfit, and yeah. Setting my fist didn't actually add any real emphasis. It just kind of felt cinematic, but
let's see. I don't know. That's how it was birthed. It was like hey, you should wear the maid outfit, and then ever since then, everybody was just like, yes, maid JZ.
So is that just all your Tsar streams now? Just your chat is filled with that?
It wasn't yesterday, but sometimes it is.
I would say that's fair enough, but pretty much, if you give into a bit, chat will roll along with that bit more, hopefully.
Yeah, I give them what they want. They enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's like, well, is it really hurtful?
And if
I don't like it, but
if you hate the bit, like ironically hate the bit, they'll give you it even more. It'll be
yeah.
It's basically, it's like, fate loves irony, and the ironic thing would be that Okay, now I'm just almost quoting Elon Musk, but still. You can tell I basically have no clue what I'm saying right now, and then I'm just trying to make up words that hopefully fit in this situation. Is it working? Probably
it's working. Don't worry about it.
Oh, it is? Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's working. Never done a podcast myself, but I can see myself still doing stuff like this.
Yeah, it's easy enough. You just have to have a decent enough mic and not stop talking. Well, you can't stop talking, but
yeah, no, you can't stop talking.
It's basically just get a microphone. Don't have it be too loud. Don't have it be ear shattering per se. Turn your volume down, by the way.
Oh, all right.
Oh, actually, I'll let you fully prepare for that before I do this.
Do that on my end, actually, from Discord.
Yeah, this goes for chat too, by the way. I'm just gonna put a volume warning on this now. I think I almost shattered Aether's ears with this last time. So yeah, just be ready for it per se, because it's gonna be quite loud. Jay, you ready for it?
Yes, I am.
All right. Rule number 1 of having a podcast.
Don't be like this the entire time.
As you do it.
Yeah, you can do it from time to time, get a little funny mic in there, but you just can't do it all the time. You can't just pretty much dig your head into your microphone while turning your gain all the way up. You can be loud, that's fine, just not extra loud.
Rule number 2.
Don't be excessive with voice changer.
That's Mar, you should, do not underestimate the loud. You've heard Zito. You should know. I don't think I have a voice changer anymore, though. I think I used to have one at one point, then I just ditched it because I don't know, I think I had some mic issues with it, so I just said, I'm just going to get rid of it. And, I mean, now my mic works fine. Still some disconnects, and sometimes my camera will cut out with it, but, it's functional, at least. Okay, and, now after that's rule number 3 of the podcast. Pretty much don't have moments that just feel like the void, I guess. Jay, you are still here.
Yeah, of course I'm still here. No, I just left.
I mean, it's possible. I think it's possible for your mic to just cut out, so I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I guess it is a good way to demonstrate the rules of the podcast just by breaking all of them.
Times for best podcast, you gotta break your own rules. Entertainment purposes.
Exactly, It's like you gotta know all the rules to break them intelligently. Mozart, some time ago, I don't know, it's just something my guitar teacher tells me. But there's that. And now that we've gone from your stream side, I'll go back to the side of my chat. So I think the last thing I said to you that I'm gonna say for the podcast, little sus thing you got sent that one time. Might have to do with a little bit of Tsar. Might have to do with 34 a bit. If you know what I'm talking about now.
Do give me a little bit more insight.
The Tsar rule 34. You got sent that one time. You said in my chat.
Yeah. So I have
tried to hint around it, and it just did not work.
So I have a friend who's not, a furry.
Like
I'm not really I'm not really a big one in it either, but I still, I guess, I'm in it. Okay, so long story short, he knows that he's not one, and obviously he sometimes just sends me some random Rule 34s. I'm like, why? Like, why? He's like, haha. No, not. He used to do it a lot in high school, but ever since I got into Super Battle Royale ages ago, which was like a year and a half ago, maybe at least 2 years ago, he sent me it, and I'm like, why? And it's like, haha, furry game. I'm like, it's not.
Were you mid game while it happened?
Yeah. I remember this fondly because it cursed my eyes. I'm like, why?
Oh, no, I feel the same thing, I've explained the story like 3 times in my podcast, though, so I just don't want to repeat myself. Even though it's partially, like, basically everything I do is just a bunch of repetition, but they're just anything like that. You just don't forget. You can't.
You just can't forget it because it was so cursed.
Yeah.
And I'm not even joking you. There is a SAR player that draws this stuff for their Saw character. In the game. Yeah.
How'd you find out now? I'm the one asking.
Because their name was uniquely on that picture that they sent me. I'm like, wait, I could have sworn I saw that name somewhere. I look back at the picture. I'm like, that's the same name. That's them. That's them. I'm like, cool. But the friend sent me Route 34 of that artist that plays Tsar. And it's like, I don't know.
That's kind of a Monka-esque moment, not gonna lie. But thanks, Dadlius, for confirming that it exists as well. Like, remind me to never go there.
Never just be curious enough to want to see how cursed it is, because it's cursed.
I don't really think I want to.
Yeah, save yourself your eyeballs.
I've already been through enough cursed things. Maybe we can just save my eyes from this one per se.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You do not want to look at it and then look at the same Tsar character and be like, yeah, every time you just get cursed about it.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. I'll never forget it, but I always hate it.
Yeah, no, I feel that. It's like, I remember this one time. I think. Okay, I forget. I said I'm not gonna repeat myself. I am anyways because I haven't talked about this. I have talked about this enough, but still. It's this one time I'm playing. It's really old. Actually, it's not too old. I think it's around the same age as Tsar. I don't really know. Like the exact, or yeah, I think around the same age as Tsar. It's called Crunker.io. It still does exist, even though I hate the community for it now than I did like back then. I think back then it was a lot easier. I even was able to get a full partnership with my Crunker clan at the time. Life was good back then. Albeit some of the stuff with that partnership was actually really good. The partnership was fine. All the guys that controlled that and Equity Fused, they were great people. The Scrim teammates, though, that I played with, so I'll DM you one picture of what happened if I can find it really quickly.
Okay.
Let me just look for it. And alright, so here's this. Can I stop adding comments? Thank you. So there's that.
What?
So if you want context, I don't have it.
How is there no context to that?
Because it was old, and I don't remember what else happened. I mean, I remember him, like, easily. I remember pretty much everybody from that team, everyone that was on that team. Okay, not the actual clan, but the Scrim team. I remember all them. And I looked through the history of the group DM. I didn't realize that they sometimes used hard R in it as well, and I'm looking back at it just like, oh, this is bad. I mean, albeit once I got sent a mushroom stem quote from one of them, and I used to show my Discord at the time, so I had to spam them to saying stop. Like, they deleted it right after it as well, but just that's something you never forget, you know.
Yep.
Your first picture. Oh boy, yeah. I like how I want to be a more positive person. I want to help people out more. Instead, this time around, we're just talking about the most cursed moments we have.
Just the cursed moments we've ever felt.
It works with the questions in my Discord server because all of them are cursed. If you look at the podcast server and you see the screenshot I posted there for one of the questions, you'll see that the curse stuff definitely works with, what questions I get. But with some of the other stuff, I mean, okay, there's not... Like, I got a small list of questions that I'll probably go through, probably keep going through on here because it's just the easiest thing I can do.
Yeah.
But, that was some cursed times, getting all those. Even though
it was so cursed.
Even though I was in a call with all of them at the time, and they're just spamming because I'm laughing about it. I remember the exact day of it too, because I ended up getting. Like, I was in a call with all of them, and then I also was getting DMs from Fox at the time, just like she wanted to feature from my fan art and something. So I was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll take that, I guess. And I was like, it was basically mixed emotions of me laughing too much that I felt like I was gonna pass out, and me like having acknowledgement and like promotion from somebody who has a much bigger channel than me. It's quite odd, conflicting feelings, but
yeah,
there's some I really don't know how I can really describe it. You'd have to experience it to truly know, but I guess that's kind of with everything,
Yeah, you don't really know how something is until you experience it yourself.
Yeah. But otherwise than that, I mean, some of the really, the not so cursed questions that I can, like, maybe
maybe ask.
Yeah, I asked a lot of these on my last episode with Michelle, who also was in the server and read, and I pretty much, the first thing I promoted the podcast to Michelle with was, hey, I get a bunch of cursed questions from my Discord server, And then I invited her in, and now we have. And she answered some of these too. She was looking at these as well, and yeah, it's quite interesting when you're looking through all these. Actually, I could try. I don't know. I don't think I'll screenshot these, but some of these are really, really bad.
Believe me, I've been through some cursed stuff. They can't be more cursed than what I've already seen.
I hope not. I really hope not. I'll screenshot one of them that's probably not too bad and send it to you. I mean, there's some of them that I know were just jokes to me that like I get more because it's like one of them is let me try to find this again. Can punk rhythm guitarists like not do power chords? I get that joke. That's funny to me because I am a punk rhythm guitarist that only plays power chords. Reality, that's just me. And then there's other ones that are pretty much quite interesting. I'll DM you this one. This is a pretty good example. I definitely can't ask this, probably because it also includes a picture. But I'll just send you that, and
We'll take a look at it.
yeah. Here we go. And here it is.
Oh boy.
Yep. Thought it
Oh.
was bad.
Oh boy.
Yay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll say though,
It's not.
I like to think those get really dirty instantly.
They did.
Oh.
They did.
Oh.
But yeah, more. That's an appropriate reaction to all this.
I like how their comment was just that. It's like, if I got this, I would convert.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
It's quite interesting. I mean, oh.
Oh.
Yeah, but there's. Oh, I may as well ask some of the. Actually, no, we can wait a little bit. We still have some other things that we can talk about. Before I get into the genuine questions I got. You know, for instance, I actually want to know, how did you get invested into Tsar and kind of pick up the whole BlueJayZ thing, like initially?
Yeah. So, I think it started way before Pyramid was added. I think it was my first Easter event. My friend, he told me about Tsar since he's like, hey, you don't play mini games. All you ever play is TF2 and Left 4 Dead. Maybe you should try other games. I'm like, nah. He got me it, and then I'm like, why? And he's like, just do it. I'm like, okay, fine. We play it, and I didn't really know how to play, and, you know, I'm like, I don't really like this. I keep dying. I don't know what to do. He's like, you just gotta keep playing. He abandoned the game, and he's abandoned it ever since. And, you know, I had no one to play with, so I'm like, I'm just gonna keep playing. And I got some cosmetics. I'm like, hey, I have some cosmetics. Are these good? I show him the BlueJayZ stuff, and he's like, oh, you little ass crack. I'm like, what? And he's like, I wanted those since day one. I'm like, oh, well, I got them on my first 2 drops. And he's like, wow. I'm like, I don't know. Are they good? They're like, yes, they're good. I'm like, oh, okay, then I'll wear them. And, you know, I saw him like, oh, okay, it's BlueJayZ's. And then, you know, I just wore it ever since just to make him jealous, I guess. And he got mad every time. He's like, can you just change? Because, like, I want them. I'm like, no.
So you're telling me all of this was created out of spite? Is that what I'm hearing?
Just to get back at him for leaving me to play by myself. And then just because I get them, he comes back and he's like, they're so sick. I'm like, yeah. Maybe if you would keep playing, you would get them. He never got them.
They were in the shop like I think it was a few weeks ago as well, and that's when I got.
Yeah, no. This was before the shops were added. Way back when you can only get cosmetics and drops.
Okay, yeah, I never played during then. I think I played 2 years ago with my second ever guest or first ever guest, Pilot. Like it was on an open demo. There was no. You had to pay for duels and squads, but you could just play it free and with solos. I ended up playing that with him, trying to basically stream snipe him, but everyone had the same cosmetics back then. It was so hard to. So like you could do nothing.
I can imagine. Like I saw gameplay of it back then. Apart from like a cheater clip where like they cycled every weapon in their inventory, they were moving super fast. You couldn't touch them or hurt them.
That's
that was like, oh gosh.
yeah. I mean, I actually haven't seen too many cheaters in SAR. Honestly, it's been clean. I mean, I've seen people who are definitely able to get banned from just what they say in chat. That's a lot different.
Yeah, some comments are like,
Yeah.
I don't get it, because I feel like some words have been able to have been said now than they couldn't have been back then. Like, the arse word, like that. I think that
Yeah.
can be said now, and it never was. I'm like, wait, why is that able to be said now without any consequences?
I mean, maybe. I mean, you can pretty much say anything as long. Okay, you can't just say anything if a mod.
Yeah, not everything, but you can say some things that can make you question it. Like, wait, why can you say that?
Yeah. It's quite interesting. I mean, I've only had maybe 1 or 2 bad experiences with that. I think the Friday night, the duos games, they were a bit like. I feel like there was either a bunch of free-to-play players that just in chat. It was really, really weird.
Yeah,
Like
it's just like what do you do?
Yeah, and I mean, because that entire night I was just getting stream sniped by Executor. It wasn't like heartful stream sniping. It was just like casual stream sniping. I ran into you a few times as well, and I think one of the things after like, I was in a call with Zito. I think it was yesterday, like midday yesterday. He was just like, oh yeah, and like yesterday when we ran into you, or Friday when we ran into you, the count to 3 clip. It was basically when you were, I think it was you were knocked, you or Zito were knocked. I waited for you to get res, and you just count down and shoot me. Like, so that happens, and then after it's like I die, you guys avenge me. I'm still cheering you guys on for it because you know, why not? Just
Yeah.
you guys let me live for like 3 seconds. You know, I may as well. Even
You have
though
your moments.
the plan after that is, hey, I'm just gonna go back and try it. Would I've gotten destroyed? Yeah. I was doing solo duos and it's against you two. I'm gonna get destroyed.
No.
Right. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it was still fun because the new emote, the hungry emote, that emote is just cursed to me.
It is cursed, but I feel like for the price, it shouldn't be 600. I agree. It is the first of its kind to where you can use it as you're moving around. Yes, so I do believe the price should be up there, but I at least should say at most 500. The eyes of your characters should look like it's angry, I guess. It's more squints rather than just look surprised and wide open, in my opinion. It's a cool emote. Like I said, first of its kind, but for its price, it could be fixed. I don't know. Maybe 500 is what I could be looking at.
They'll probably
but
update it at some point.
I don't know. Then again, even if they release another emote that will feature that same type of deal where you can use it as you're moving around, I don't know what they could release, but we'll see. I never thought they would release such a brand new emote right after the selfie one. So we can see what new emotes they would release and what price it would be.
The only thing I don't like about the emote is just the sound of it.
Yeah, it is cursed.
And I have that in my ear the entire time. Well, it's just like, it's like seriously like doing that in my it's doing that in my ear, and I'm hearing it, and it's just like, yeah, this is, I was fine with that. I didn't care that bad, but oh my. What?
Wait.
It's high pitched.
Yeah, it still is the SAR sounds, technically speaking.
Yeah, they're all people doing this in mics, but they're just changed it high pitch. When I was making the song for Tsar, I've experimented with it. I'm like, okay, it's just high pitched.
Yeah, I forgot about that. How I still need to listen to that actually.
It's on my Steam.
So yeah, I'll probably I'll look for it sometime. By sometime, probably like right after this. Because I remember one of your friends came in my chat, like, yeah, did you hear the song that BlueJayZ made? I remember seeing it in like the SAR server initially. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh yeah, I just didn't listen to it at the time.
Yeah, I posted it there, but here, I'll just send you the link of it. Not this. I'll send you the link. I just was kind of, I guess you could say, bored one day, and I'm like, maybe I should just drop a song out of nowhere. And then it took me like at least a minimum a week. And I kind of took it in as like a different idea rather than it being a energetic song. I at the time I felt more calm and just more relaxed. I'm like, I want to make a song for my feelings, and I made this song. So
It's basically just the opposite of me of being calm. All the things I make, I do, again, punk guitarist. So everything I have is heavy distortion, heavy, like, chords like that. And, like, a calming song. I mean, I know some, it's just that the harder stuff's always been my favorite, personally.
mhm.
So it's just, like, it'll be stuff like that happening. So having a calming song, even though it doesn't fit Tsar in the slightest, like, I can't just make a Tsar song that's just really aggressive.
Well, someone did redo the theme song in a guitar, or I don't know, electric guitar. I don't know the instruments when it comes to strings.
Yeah, no,
they did
I
it.
remember seeing, like, some of that.
Yeah, mine was I think the first to be of its kind to be a soft take just to the Tsar theme song.
Yeah, because you were taking, like, this kind of upbeat type song and then putting a little bit of a softer tone to it, I imagine.
It's more softer than you think.
Okay, yeah. I'll definitely have to take a listen to it. Actually, I probably could just do it right. I probably shouldn't do it right now, but I definitely can.
You could, but yeah, no, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's like it's not like just gonna be copyrighted because I made it. So
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm just not gonna get a copyright claim from my guess.
unless I copyright you.
Hold on now. Wait.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Hold
I'm not ready for this. I just let me take my 8 views on that video and then leave.
I'll take my pay and leave.
That's all I need. But yeah, we're about halfway through here, and I think it'd be a good time to go into some of these questions. I've ran out of the questions I like had in my mind. If you have anything you want to ask me, actually, just go ahead. I am completely fine with it.
I did actually. One of them was I see you have this is episode 5. What made you want to originally start podcasts in the first place?
Good question. I really do not know what it was. I think it was probably just some random thinking. I don't know. I remember, like, initially, what kind of, like, I remember I planned out my first 5 guests initially, for here, and then I ended up not doing it with 2 of them because scheduling, and I don't know where one's at now.
Oh, so they just disappeared.
Yeah, well, at least not fully disappeared. I know it was Fused, the guy from Viro. I still know that. I just don't know what I'm gonna really get from him, per se. So I just didn't really say anything with it. I just kind of went with my mods initially. I talked to them about it first, and then I guess I just kind of did. It's honestly just been most of my career on Twitch. I just kind of did it, and it's been the same for this. It's just I never get any ideas and then prolong them out, think about them a lot. I just do it, I guess.
I get that. There's new stuff to do.
Yeah. It's like, I think it might have been, for the first episode, it might have been before I actually got a schedule. But now I have a stream schedule now, so I know of that to pair with this. And this isn't like a weekly thing. I don't plan to do this weekly, especially considering I'm going to run out of guests at some point. Which honestly I think is pretty soon. But
Yeah, it's just stuff can happen.
yeah. So it's like, I can't do it weekly. I'm actually going to take a week off of this after this week. Just to take it to myself. I feel like I rushed these episodes a little bit too much. Because I remember I was backed up with you, Michelle, and Tyler, otherwise known as T-Dog, there. So I was really backed up with that. And then I just thought, yeah. Then I think it was someday. I just said, yeah, okay, I need to take a break from this for a second and not just rush these episodes out and just keep pushing. But I guess it's kind of how I came about the idea of it, and just other stuff with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, If you honestly just want to get my mindset of doing things, it's just stop caring about everything in life, and then just go for it. It's just been my mentality for things, and so far seemed to work out.
Yeah, if you feel hesitant about something, honestly, it's honestly sometimes worth the risk.
Yeah, it's kind of what I learned from skateboarding initially, actually. And maybe one time it got me in a bad situation, and by bad situation I mean in a hospital bed in a hospital gown.
Yikes.
But
Well, at least at least you could say you learned something. Maybe not to be careful, or be careful next time.
it wasn't even being careful. It was that, but I know what was wrong with it. I got speed wobbles on a hill, so I haven't done that hill since because one, you have to turn out of it, and two, I have got nowhere close to enough skill. You got to get some pro to do that, something like that, because it's I think 7 stories high, something like that, and it's just going
Ooh.
straight downhill, middle of the street. I was busted up then. I think I still have one of the marks from the puncture wound I got in my right elbow. Still have that, and the rest of the things there. I was just cut up everywhere. I'm talking, both my palms had cuts, both my elbow. Well, one elbow was cut up. One was puncture wound. My gut and my back were both cut up. I thought I slit my back because I have a visual image. It's like COD 4, basically that one ending scene where you shoot. I forget the names. You shoot the armless guy, and the 2 guys there. It's like that kind of. Like I slid like that kind of.
Hmm.
And that's at least what I remember of it. It was that, and then my knee. I just had like a standard run-of-the-mill cut. I didn't really care about it, but I was cut up everywhere in places that shouldn't have been cut up. And when everything was getting washed off, I ended up losing my vision. So that was a fun experience, being paranoid about that. But
It could happen.
yeah,
I'm feeling the same thing now.
with,
It's scary.
with skating.
Losing my vision.
Losing your vision. Okay, yeah. By losing my vision, I meant full blown like blacked out. Like I was basically blind for a few seconds. Not like
Oh, okay, that's a different thing.
It was short term. Like it was went from blind to basically like it was colorblind, but also generally blind as well. So it was like I still couldn't see much, but I could see like tiny little things of white, tiny little things of black. It was like it was a filter on my eyes. That's
I can see how that can be scary.
Yeah, that was scary, but everything's fine now. I'm still trying to skate more. It's just a bit hard to, just really busy schedule. But it's still fun. I mean, the thrill of speed's still amazing to me. I still do hills, but just not hills that are that big, per se.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, now that we've gone from that dark path, let's actually get to some of the podcast questions. Let's actually get to the normal questions that I have. That we're going to be having... That I suck at explaining these things, but whatever. So first thing, is streaming something that you'd like to take seriously, or would you rather have it be like a hobby or a break from things? I don't feel like... Oh, I want to hear your opinion on this first, because I've explained this before.
So, when it comes to streaming, I first started with it being like, I'll try it, something different, and take a little break from just only playing games by myself all the time, and sharing experiences with people this time. I think of it now as more like a, at least for me personally, it's something else to do. Gives my mind off certain things. I can chat with people that I can think of things without having other people say anything, I guess. So
Okay.
if I had some drama, I guess over here, I don't have to talk about it on stream because people would just talk about games or something. For example, it's something different to do. It gets my mind off things, and it's just sort of like a refresher, I guess, at least for me.
I don't know. I feel that same way, because it's like I'll have just something that it's like I'll basically have some stuff I don't like doing, but I have to do anyways for school. I go from that basically just to my stream, especially for Mondays. I just transition straight from there to here.
Mm-hmm.
So like it definitely gets my mind off things a lot more, and it's just relaxing per se overall. But,
It can be quiet, yeah.
Yeah. If you have a set stream schedule, I think that more. I don't know what. I really don't know how to really say for it, but having a set stream schedule for me, at least the mostly set schedule. I don't have one for the weekends and the podcast. I just do that whenever, of course. But
Yeah.
in general, with it, I just kind of, I just try to take it casually, right? And right now I want to go somewhere with it. It'd be nice to. I just don't know if Tsar is really the right place for that per se.
I don't really take Tsar as like anything less than chill. I usually get chill in Tsar, but yeah, I would at least me consider Tsar to be one of the chill games that I personally own.
Yeah, Tsar's definitely a really chill game, but for streaming it, at least on getting somewhere in numbers, it definitely has helped me out. Initially speaking, especially, like remember my viewer counts, they were the higher, or my viewer averages, they were the highest they've been for a while. Especially considering I had to switch my times. I used to do like 10 a.m. PST, and now I'm doing 6 p.m. PST instead. Just because like I can't do 10 a.m. consistently anymore. So I had to switch that. And then for Tsar, I mean, that's just when everybody streams. My stream times is when everybody streams, basically at kind of basically 4 p.m. PST to 8 p.m. PST is when you see a lot of the streamers about. It's like
Yes.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. At least that's what it feels like.
Yeah, especially on at least Tsar Saturday, Tsar Day, otherwise known,
Yeah.
and Martin Monday now.
Yeah, but I'm considering something. I'm gonna try it out on Monday. I'm gonna go back to doing Minecraft on Mondays, just like I used to. Except for now, I'm not gonna be selling out as much, promoting my merch consistently with it. That was something I did a lot back then. I'm even wearing it right now because every podcast I've been trying to wear my merch because it's just convenient, even though I don't actually show it off. But you know, it's here, right? It's comfortable and I like it.
Yeah.
But it's that. Yeah, it's that there.
What about your take on streaming? What made you start streaming, and what do you get the feeling for when it comes to streaming?
So what made me start streaming? I'd always watch Pilot XT and Lumber Queen, my first two podcast guests, and some great friends of mine now for a while. I always watched them. I mean, Lomver I met initially on Fortnite, and I met Pilot through Lomver. So I'd always watch Lomver streams. Then he took like a really big break for streaming, which was fair. And so then I started watching Pilot more. We did a lot of things together back then, and even now we end up doing Tsar on Friday night, like the last 30 minutes of stream that you came in for. Well, actually, you weren't there. You were there for the last like 10 seconds of stream.
Unfortunately, bad time.
Yeah, I was gonna end 8:30, but yeah, he got on for duo, so I stayed on. But I ended up watching him consistently, and I remember when I started watching Lomber, I just wanted to stream like alone from him, and then I started watching Pilot a lot more because Lomber wasn't streaming, and we'd do some stuff together on there. It'd be 5M sometimes. It's one GTA 5 RP server. And this was 2 years ago. Now that and I said this on my last episode, a lot more people are doing like GTA 5 RP. And I'm looking and I'm seeing it. It's like, okay, that's interesting. It's like, that's something I did 2 years ago. It's on 5M still. And it's just like, it's entertaining. That's undeniable. But it's like, hey, I used to do this, but not anymore because apparently there was some server drama with the one I was on. I forgot what it was called. I think it was Ellis. I forgot. I definitely forgot what it was called. But we'd do that together and some other servers. So that kind of got me adjusted to a streaming environment a little bit more. Then from there, I made all my overlays. Like, I think I made most of my overlays maybe 8 months to a year before I actually started streaming. It was like a lot more before. So I did that. Then a random summer day. It was June 10th of 2019. is when I started streaming from there. It was a Fortnite stream initially. I don't think anything memorable came from it. Nothing that I remember. I just remember the feeling of streaming again for the first streaming. I said streaming again, but just streaming for the first time. That was really interesting then. And then I started to stream Crunker.io, which Pilot also helped in that. He basically, like, he blew up in Crunker. He got up to, in the end, 4K followers and a really big viewer average in Crunker. And he even got verified in game. I don't know if he got partnered as content creator or not. Maybe, but he definitely talked to devs a lot more. And he did that. Yeah. Crunker was, I mean, it was great back then. I have so much I could say about that game, but I'd also have to explain a lot of other things with it. Yeah. So I think that's how I initially got into streaming and how that all went. It definitely was a very long process, but I feel like it's paid off so far.
That's good.
All the moments I've had, all the people I've met, it's been amazing.
It's really sweet.
Yeah. But how long have you been streaming for is another one of these questions from the Discord server.
Yes. So for how long I've been streaming, I want to say at least a good 2-3 months now. Maybe it could have been more. I don't know. I don't think so, at least. But the first thing I did start streaming was Tsar, and then I expanded my content with Team Fortress 2, then Minecraft. And I'm still looking to expand more. I have some games that I have an idea for, but mainly trying to wait for summertime since I can have more free time to do streaming and to do it with people.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, I'm always open for a duo stream sometime. Just hit me up.
And TF2 stream would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I did one with Michelle, I think, like a few weeks ago. It went great. So yeah, that's definitely an option there. But I thought you've been streaming for longer, honestly. You just seem so well adjusted to Twitch and everything. Like you seem like you've been streaming longer.
It took some time to get used to Twitch. I still didn't know like what does a raid do, like, and then what does a host mean. I knew what a subscriber means and, like, you know, obviously follow, but I just didn't know what any of those stuff meant until it happened to me. I kind of had to just stick my feet in the water and, like, okay, I have to do it myself, and I learned it, and I know some more stuff now that I'm affiliate, but, you know, it's scary. It was scary for me to, like, be like, what do I do? How do I do this? No one's here to help me. I did it. I'm like, I have to be perfect. I gotta do perfect overlays. I gotta make it look nice. I'm like, okay, I could just relax. It's not fancy.
Yeah, you can definitely be really chill with it, like, for sure. But yeah, it's pretty interesting to me. I just thought you've been going for a lot longer than I really expected, I guess.
Yeah, it is still trippy to, like, wait, I could have sworn I've been doing it longer, maybe even less. I don't know. I want to say at least 3 months, maybe pushing it 4. I don't know, but becoming affiliate, I haven't been long. At least a good, maybe a month and a half, 2 months, maybe.
Month and a half, 2 months. That's pretty good. So I think it took me like 2 months to get affiliated or so, and then I've been streaming for a year and 10 months. It's been. I'm coming up on my 2-year anniversary for streaming. And I am nervous about it because I want to do something special, and I don't have anything planned for that. So it's like, it's definitely interesting to me. It's like, oh yeah, I want to do this special. I want to do like a special stream for me having to be on Twitch for 2 years. I just don't really know what I want to do because I don't want to go back to Crunker. That community has just gone way too beggy. Twitch drops with it. I've just basically ruined it for small streamers. So I don't want to go back there. Don't want to go. And then for Fortnite, the other old stream game, the last time I tried that, my stream was just dying the entire time. So it's hard, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's...
I do. Oh, I was gonna just maybe say I remember playing that game. It's not in a good state anymore.
What, Fortnite?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I've even met my first 3 guests. I all met through Fortnite, and the times we had back then, oh, they were so amazing. I'll never forget them. Basically, it was just an amazing time back then to be stream. I wasn't stream. This is before I even started creating content. But just to be like playing with them, talking with them so much, it was really an amazing experience back then, and I wish it could all just be the same, but things change, and that's fair.
Anything can basically happen.
Yeah, I can also hear my voice. Sounds like I'm getting like so emotional, like nearly tearful about this. I'm not. I'm not. But otherwise, yeah, I guess that covers up that question. Another one from here. Would you do video with fans, or I guess I should probably say stream for this one, or play with fans in future streams or videos?
I would I've done it before. I know once. I just have a tendency of doing solo usually because
You did it once involuntarily with the BlueJayZ thing.
Well, that's the thing though. I do play games with my fans sometimes. I did it once, obviously on stream, but I still get added very rarely with people from Tsar that at least still like me, and we play games together. But I would love to do it. It's kind of a me thing, and it's only on me only because I just like playing solo, at least me. And then when I play duos or squads, usually I still have the mindset of, okay, they're gonna heal. I'm gonna at least go to their team and see if I can damage them or whatnot. And like I don't really have a mindset of, oh, my friend is down, I should instantly go res them rather than just heal. I have the mindset of reload weapons, heal first, then go. So then I have no chance of dying, but then comes the dilemma of, oh, they're just gonna finish my teammate. Then I feel like it's my fault. It becomes a bad time. Don't get to play, and then it's like I just feel bad.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I mean, for me, something because I'm starting up Minecraft again, starting Monday. I have one old server that runs on Eternos, and the only issue with it is that I have to manually turn it on. But I really like that concept. I had 2 servers. One of them got deleted just because inactivity, I imagine, and then one, I think, is still up. I don't really know, but they're really good servers as well. I remember we had a lot on one of them. They're both called Alkcast Bruh Hub. This is when I was basically full blown ironic streamer then. Like I would just be saying bruh all the time. And that's how I have, and that's the only reason I have that channel points thing. The 10 channel points for the bruh, just because of that. And I was just this full ironic streamer. And it was great. I loved it. And I definitely want to have another server. Thanks for that bruh, Mar, in the middle of it. But I definitely think having that whole like stream thing, like Minecraft server, would be great. I just need to find a better place to host it.
Mm-hmm. I have a Minecraft server of my own with Eternos, and it is annoying that you have to turn it on every time.
Yeah. So you can definitely feel my pain on like the manual turn on thing. But honestly, I'll just tomorrow. I forget it's Sunday, so that tomorrow I'm just gonna continue my single player world. Even though I've been playing it off stream a little bit, just to get used to everything again. I like updated so many things in it, but yeah, I think that should cover that question pretty well.
Or at least I hope it does.
Yeah. One of the other questions, we kind of covered this one a little bit as well. Would you try branching out from? I guess this should be. Would you try branching out to other games instead of from other games? Because you can't really branch out from other games. You have to go to them. But yeah, would you try to branch out from? Would you try to branch out to other games? Okay. My chair's being extremely squeaky right now. Oh boy.
I have a squeaky chair too.
Yeah, it gets annoying, especially because I have to have my mic. It's next to my keyboard, so anytime I play Tsar, you pretty much will just hear like the entire time.
Oh, that was my biggest worry when streaming, just having a loud keyboard. Hence, I custom ordered one to be silent.
Yeah, that's fair. I probably I straight up got this from Dave & Buster's.
I still thought that was a joke when you said that on stream.
No, that's not. That is not a joke. That is genuine.
Did you get it from a claw machine, or did you get it as a prize?
It was a prize. It wasn't a claw machine, the keyboard, but that is. That is
How many coupons was it?
I think it was like, I forget, but somewhere in the thousands. I remember that part.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it does also help if, I will say though, if you have a microphone that's set on your table, that can also pick up the smacking of your keyboard as well. I had to custom order a stand for my microphone this time since I had to order a brand new one. But yeah, it's actually working much better.
Yeah, I want to get like I have a Blue Yeti USB, so I want to get like a stand for that.
Oh, yeah, I highly recommend that since I also have a Blue Yeti.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
if you're using the one that you bought it with, that can actually mess up your power, the power cable, which is why I had to buy a brand new one.
okay, yeah, that. Okay, that sounds believable because that's how my other one broke, sort of.
Yep,
It.
I would highly recommend going on Amazon, and it's literally not even $20. You can get a microphone stand and put it to your table, and then it can hold the microphone upside down, which is how it should be because the cable's going out instead of it being pushed up. And if you notice your cable is wiggling, and if it might disconnect sometimes, that's because your power connection is actually being broken.
Yeah, 'cause that's. Yeah, I've had my mic disconnect sometimes in OBS. I mean, the way I broke my old one, it fell off my desk, and then the cable, like, pulled some stuff out with it. Which, I mean, pulling off my desk, that's obviously on my end, but still, that. The second part of it, just having some of the stuff pulled out it was annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But I was able to get a new one, thankfully, and so far it's been working. And I actually can have my pop filter set up to this one, because I found out you can just clip it on the stand now. But yeah, they can sometimes be a mess, but
You live and you learn, at least.
yeah,
With that.
it's something. I don't really know how much that covers that part of branching out to other games, but it's like that was the original question. Like, would you want to branch out to other games? And then
Yeah, I kind of just sidetracked there. My apologies.
yeah, it's fine. I mean,
I would love to.
part of the podcast, honestly.
Keeps the momentum going.
Yeah. Yeah, for branching out to other games, I've tried to do more Minecraft. I'm gonna start doing it weekly. And for Jay, that was supposed to be your cue, but I kind of messed that up.
Oh, sorry. You should have said, and then you, Jay. But I still do other games, yes. I have more planned, but again, I would try to wait for summer since my friend, who is my best friend for over 7 years now, we wanted to do it together. At least I wanted to bring him on. He said, that's cool. So he's busy with school, as am I, and we're both working at the same place. So we have moments where we can play by ourselves, which is what we like. But then we sometimes throughout the day, we can't. We're so busy. So definitely during summertime is when we plan on expanding for my stream. So more games, any other access stuff. But I know one of them we wanted to do Back for Blood, which is going to release later this year. Apart from that, yeah.
All right, so that's better. We got about 2 minutes left here for the hour. Anything you want to ask? Anything you want to add onto this, or just generally include?
I will say I'm definitely interested in doing a collab TF2 stream sometime. Would like to see what classes you play.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down for that too. So honestly, just let me know. I'm open. I mean, I have my regular stream. You probably don't know that schedule, but
I don't. You can't even ask me for mine because mine is usually AKA random. I know I always have Tsar Mondays, but apart from that, it sucks because every Sunday is when I get my schedule for the week from work, which is very inconvenient. So, I can't just be in a week advance like, hey, next week, this is my schedule for stream. Like, nope, I got to wait for my schedule for work. And now that I'm in school. Yeah.
I feel that, but yeah, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. PST. So yeah, just hit me up there for any time.
All right.
And that just about wraps up this episode of the Alkcast. As tradition on here, you can just pick who we're rating. So take your time.
Oh, that'd be interesting to see who they pick, or am I picking?
Yeah, you're picking.
Oh,
I had this misconception last time, but
let's see.
yeah, you can just pretty much take as much time as you need.
Oh, yeah, definitely gonna take another hour.
yeah.
I would say one of my friends, but he kind of just went on a intermission at the moment. So, if anything, we can go to my other friend who's actually playing Undertale. He goes by Panda King TV,
Okay.
and his icon is a picture of a panda. And it's like a
That's
pan,
not the
and
right
then DUH is for panda.
guy. Okay.
PANDH, and then King.
And TV, you said? Panda King TV, or...
Yeah, Panda King. It should be a icon with a background of black with a panda in the middle.
Yeah, I almost messed it up. That. If you're in chat right now, you can see it. Is that the right one?
I'm taking a look at it. Still. Yeah, that's him.
Alright. Thank you all very much for coming out to the stream tonight, or today. I still have the night stream mentality, as you can tell. Thank you all coming out for this episode of the Alkcast. My name's Mix. This is BlueJayZ, and hopefully see you guys for the next stream or even episode.
Yes,
Bye.
yes. Bye-bye, everybody.